Vlogmas, and I am feeling so much more refreshed today after a really good night's sleep and giving my brain a little bit of a rest yesterday. I feel so much better today and more energized and ready to go. So I have a few things to get done today. Tomorrow is Camden's 17th birthday, and Glenn, James, and I have something special we wanted to give him as a gift this year, and we have to get that organized today. So I think Glenn and I are going to go pick it up and set it up today, and I will share some of that with you. It could be a hit or miss, we don't know, but we're pretty excited about it. The boys are at school, which is so nice. They are only there 2 or 3 times a week right now, and the house is quiet. So I've been tidying, picking up clutter, just getting a little bit organized again. I had to do a bit of a sewing studio cleanup this morning. After weeks and weeks of sewing and shipping, it was a little bit of a mess. So I've started to pile up some Christmas gifts in there, and I think today I'm going to focus on setting up my knitting projects for the holidays, some bags. I have an idea of what I'm doing with my socks, so I think I'm going to get started on all of that. I have this little corner here with my blue chair that I love, and there is a knitting basket in the corner. And I've been keeping projects nearby just in case I wanted to pick up a sock and work on it. And you guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know I have a lot of projects on the go. I don't really mind, but sometimes they can get out of control, and I think that's where I'm at right now. So I pulled these 3 bags out of that little basket, and they're all socks, and I am going to set up a new basket with all of my half-finished socks or sock whips, and just put them all in one spot and put them aside, because all of these bags and not knowing what's in them is kind of getting out of control, and I'm taking back control. So I'm going to bring all of these upstairs, including my Advent socks, which I'm going to rip out, find new needles for, and get all of these organized. I'm in the sewing studio now, and I have been purging all of the knitting projects and trying to reorganize them. I've been a little bit ruthless. I ripped 1 sock off the needles and wound up the yarn to use another time. So that makes me feel really good. I'm going to put that over there. And another pair just had some bad feelings, and it was so old, I got rid of it. It just needs to go. I've got my Advent socks here that I'm going to continue using in this bag, but I'm going to rip those out and use DPNs to cast them on. I brought this one up here because I love it, and I think this is a contender to do something with for the holidays. I'm not quite sure because I don't want to get ahead of myself. I do have my Felix sweater. I finished the body and I've started sleeve 1. So this one is going to be my knitting project this week that I really focus on and try to get those sleeves done. I'm excited to have it, and I'm hoping to actually wear it this winter, so that's good. I've got my Kate's poncho in here, which I'm going to leave in my bedroom because that's a great one to just pick up and knit on here and there when I'm in my bedroom at night. I brought my Advent socks up here so that I can rip that out and cast it on DPNs again. I found this sock head hat, which is super cute, but I think I'm going to tuck that one away as well. And these were the sock whips that I have just emptied out the bags, and they're all just here. So this is all the stuff that I pulled out of all the bags. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sock whips. 2 of them are half done. I've already got 1 sock, and the other 2 I've got a good start on, but I don't think I'm going to look at these until the new year. So my idea was to organize them. If I need to, I might pop them into these bento style bags that I have, just kind of little pouches that I can then put into a bigger basket. I don't know which one they're going to fit in yet, So that's what I'm doing now. And then I pulled out a couple, or put aside a couple of the bags that I would love to use this holiday season. So I have my Ollie and Bella bag, which is so cute. And I do think it would be perfect with the yarn that Shuri sent me. So that's a potential something. I have my gorgeous, gorgeous bag from Amy from Dandelion and Dogwood. Amy is Taylor S Studios, I believe is her name now. I always think of her as Little Taylor S. So this is a beautiful bag I took out in case I wanted to use it for something. And I recently purchased this gorgeous kit from Jezebel. I will put her link below. She is a beautiful bag maker in Montreal. It came with this beautiful card, and I love her bags. And this leather piece, so gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I'm kind of tempted to use it for stationery because I can put some of my favorite fountain pens and things in here. It's absolutely stunning. I've had it for a couple weeks, and I would love to use this for bags, for some hat projects maybe. I just think it's super cute. So these are things I pulled out because I would love to use them. I'm going to get my sock basket organized. I'm going to set up my Advent socks again, put these bags in different parts of the house so I can get working on those. And I think the only thing I need to still figure out is if and what I would like to knit with my Advent minis. I did start, I don't know if I've talked about this here on YouTube, but I know I showed it on Instagram. One night I decided that I was going to give the crochet stripe blanket a try. I have never crocheted before, and I started to, I can't even remember what this is called, the beginning of it. I started the chain, I think. I don't know. I've been watching videos, totally inspired by Chelsea from Legacy Fiber Arts. Chelsea Makes on Patreon. I would love to continue that, but then I'm also considering using my Advent minis from this year for some kind of cowl. I don't know. There's so much in my head right now. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to get all of these things organized, clear my head so that I know exactly what I want to cast on after my sleeves are done and I get my Advent socks back on the needles properly. This is so much better. I have my Felix sweater ready to take downstairs. I've got my Advent socks ready to be restarted on DPNs. I have those 4 sock projects in here, which I'm going to tuck away nice and neatly until the new year. And I'm keeping this out because I'm thinking I might want to cast something on with this. I'm not too sure. And then I've got those 2 other Christmassy or festive bags for a new project. And I think what I'm going to do this afternoon, I have a few things to do. I want to recast on the Advent socks. I have a new camera that I was hoping to vlog with this year, but I have not figured out all of the settings yet. So I need to sit and do that because that's not my thing. So I need to do some research. And I think I'm also going to get on my iPad and go onto Ravelry and see what other Advent projects there might be kicking around. I have seen a few really, really beautiful ones. I know Amy from Taylor S Studios has a gorgeous scarf that she designed recently that would be beautiful. And I know some of my friends are doing the candy cane shawl. But I don't know if I want to do a project that big. I really do like cowls, and so I'm actually going to look up some of Kay's patterns. Kay is from the Crazy Sock Lady. She has a cowl I think that might work, and I'm just going to have a little browse and see what else I can find. And hopefully one of those projects with my advent calendar would go nicely in one of these bags. So that is my plan for the afternoon. So I just made myself and Glenn a cup of tea. He is having an Earl Grey, and I'm having one of these Harney & Sons hot cinnamon spice teas. I love this one, and I get this at Chapters Indigo in Canada. And I was just opening up my little English tea shop Advent tea calendar, which is super cute, and I realized I thought there were 6 different types of tea in here, but there's actually 12. Oops. So there's lots of variety in this package, and at first I was a little bit disappointed because there's a few green teas, and I'm not really a fan of green tea, but I think Glenn is. So I think this would be really nice to occasionally try throughout the holidays. The boys are in school meetings. Glenn is in the basement, also in a meeting for work. And I've found myself a little cozy corner up in my bedroom with my tea, and I'm doing very important research. I am looking up Advent mini projects that I could do this month that I can either do with some of the Advent minis I have from last year or my current Advent calendar. I'm not sure if I want to do that because I do like to sort of pick the order of the colors that I use, but this is what I found and saved so far. This pattern was very generously sent to me recently. It is by Yarnia Designs, and it's called the Festive Cheer Cowl, and it is beautiful. I really like it. I like that it is a pattern that could really showcase the minis. I think they really stand out with that contrast stripe. Super pretty. So that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? This is on my list of potential projects. Then I pulled up the Land of Sweets cowl by Helen Stewart, which I meant to knit a couple of years ago. I had done a swap with Diane from Suburban Stitcher, and that was the plan, and I never knit it. I'd still like to. So that is a possibility. Then I noticed that Helen Stewart had another cowl for her Knit Vent series one year. It's called the Hearten Cowl. Also very, very pretty. I don't know if I like it as much as the Land of Sweets cowl though. And then my friend Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady has this gorgeous pattern called Round and Round Cowl. And I think this one would totally work if you want to just pick random minis. I really like that pattern. It's beautiful. So I'm considering this one. Then, as I mentioned earlier, Amy Loudon from Tailoress Studios has this gorgeous new pattern out called the Killarney Scarf. I mean, it's stunning. As is she. So beautiful. And as much as I love it, I just don't know if I can take on the size of this project right now. I know that one will be a little bit hard for me, considering I have socks to knit and I don't knit that much. So, but then I landed on this one and I'm kind of in love. It's a pattern by Amba O'Brien called the Wolsey Shawl, and I'm completely in love with this. Oh, it's so pretty. It's big though. I don't know if I want to take on a shawl right now. I have a few to finish, but it is absolutely stunning. So I'm going to have a closer look at maybe the patterns, see what they are like, but that could be a fun project. Ooh, I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any Advent mini projects that you could recommend that you think I might like, because I would really like to have just kind of a fun Christmas project that is not too time consuming or too big to manage right now. So we all have a lot of stuff going on. So let me know. I think next I'm going to do a bit of research on my new camera because I have no idea what I'm doing. Then hopefully I will cast on these cuffs. That might get bumped to tonight. I'm not sure because Glenn and I still need to go out and pick up Camden's gift. We pre-ordered it and it's ready to pick up, but we have a couple things to get to go with it. And yeah, it's going to be a fun night setting that up. It is about 5:30 and I'm just making some tacos for dinner because they are delicious, and James has soccer in a little while. And Glenn is upstairs right now getting some of Camden's birthday present ready. I am so excited. We are giving him hermit crabs for his birthday tomorrow. So we picked up the tank and a whole bunch of stuff to go in it, and Glenn is getting it set up to heat up. And then we'll have to go back and pick them up to put in the tank because it needs to be warm before we bring them home. So I'm really, really excited. Camden has always really loved underwater sea creatures and the ocean and all of that. So I think he is really gonna love them and be super happy. So I'm very excited to get it all set up and surprise him with them tomorrow. So I think tonight we are just gonna do that. I need to research what I'm baking for Camden for his birthday tomorrow. He has not made any requests. I know he loves brownies, so I'm gonna look up something new to do with brownies. I have my socks to cast on, still haven't done that. And I need to get a good rest because tomorrow morning, the boys are off to school again, and I have someone coming to tune our piano. I don't play that much anymore, but I do love playing Christmas songs, and my piano has been out of tune for 2 or 3 years, so it's very overdue. I hope he can fix it, and I'm really looking forward to having that done tomorrow too.